Most dogs jump up because their behaviour has been reinforced. Many owners don't realise they're actually reinforcing their dog. Saying no, telling them to get off, touching them, smiling, giving them a lecture can all be reinforcing to them and actually strengthen the behaviour of them jumping up. So it probably doesn't matter why you think your puppy's jumping up. Coming up with excuses and labelling the dog, such as being naughty, or it's only a rescue, or it's only a puppy, isn't going to help teach your puppy what you want them to do instead. If you've only got a young dog, don't let them practice the habit that you don't want them doing in the future, because they certainly won't grow out of it as they get older. Dogs only grow into things that they keep practicing. Instead, remember, think what is the one thing you want them to do instead. I suggest you focus on teaching your dog that 4 feet on the floor is what pays. Notice how Rain's owner reinforces him throughout the whole interaction. She keeps paying him and strengthens that behaviour of keeping all 4 feet on the floor. Also at this stage, very early in the training, if she stops reinforcing Rain, guess what? He's going to jump up again. So by feeding him frequently, she stops that jumping up behaviour from occurring. Over time, Rain's owner will be able to reinforce him less frequently with a treat. He will start to learn that if he keeps 4 feet on the floor, he gets lots of attention from his owner and also other people. Notice that most of the treats are coming from the puppy's owner. Also, they are being placed on the floor. The reasons for this are because the puppy learns to always keep attention towards his owner. So they may be enthusiastic and exciting at greeting visitors, but then they'll always be quick to pay attention to what their mum or dad is doing. By feeding the treats on the floor, this encourages the puppy to keep their head low. Hopefully this will reduce the chances of the puppy jumping up. Notice that Rain's owner tries to get his attention and teach him what she wants him to do before he practices the jumping up. This is very important. Don't wait for your puppy to jump up before you teach them to keep their feet on the floor. Before the person starts touching your puppy, get your puppy ready, show your puppy what you want them to be doing and reinforce them. Over time you can let your puppy say hello first before they get the reinforcement, but you should only start doing this once your puppy is able to keep their feet on the floor when greeting someone. The puppy has to learn that if any of the 4 feet leave the floor, then the tension stops. You can see here that I simply turn around and walk away. Some people ask me, but what do I do if my puppy jumps up? My question is, why is your puppy practicing the jumping up behaviour in the first place? It's probably because you aren't training appropriately enough. If your puppy is jumping at people as you walk by in the street, you should be catching your puppy before they jump up. So every time you see a person, you should be getting the puppy's attention and teaching them to keep their feet on the floor and paying them for this. Yes, you have to do this every single time you pass a person. No one said puppy training was going to be easy. If your dog or puppy runs up to people in the park and jumps on them, then my question is, why are they off lead? Your puppy shouldn't be allowed to practice these behaviours. Also, it is not fair on other people in the park. Keep your puppy on a long line, a long lead, and teach your puppy what you want them to do before you let them off. If your puppy is likely to jump on someone who's approaching you to say hello, then you should know your puppy's probably going to jump up. So before they get anywhere near you, you should be on it. You should be getting your puppy's attention and teaching them to keep their feet on the floor, teaching them that this is what pays. I understand there will be situations where your puppy will jump up. In those situations, you're simply just going to interrupt the jumping up and then carry on teaching your puppy that 4 feet on the floor pays. Now when I say interrupt your puppy jumping up, you're not going to shout, say no, say bad, say don't do this, give them a lecture, because none of this is going to help. All you're going to do is just move your puppy off the person they are jumping on. Now often this helps if your puppy's on lead. If you have visitors, it might be a good idea to put your puppy on a house line or a lightweight lead to help you do this. But remember, you shouldn't have to be doing this very often, because you should be teaching your puppy what you want them to do, which is keep their feet on the floor before they jump up in most situations that you put your puppy in. Because if you're allowing your puppy into situations where they're practicing jumping up, then that's what they are going to keep doing as they get older. Many owners will tighten the puppy's lead and shorten it as they pass people in the street, or when they meet someone in the park. Now, they do this because they feel that this is teaching the puppy not to jump up. However, often, in my opinion, this makes the behavior worse. The puppy will pull and try to jump more. So when you are teaching 4 feet on the floor, try and keep the leash loose. Use your food and toys to teach the puppy to keep their feet on the floor. If your puppy is around many people, such as visitors to your home, you may not have time to constantly be training your puppy. So in these situations, a toy such as a stuffed Kong can be very useful. You can give your puppy this toy to occupy them and give them another job to do.